you don't even see the work that's being done behind the scenes. You have no clue what's going on behind the scenes. You have no clue what's actually taking place for you. You want to know why you feel like God and your divine team just isn't listening to you, or maybe forgot about you, whatever the case is? It's because they don't need to explain nothing to you. They ain't got nothing to explain to you. They said, hold on, so hold on. They're just like, it works out 10 times better than you could have ever expected. As a matter of fact, you did it your way and it's not working, right? You have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Your faith is necessary right now. It's needed right now. Who you are, how you show up, the way that you go about life, the way that you go about things. It's shifting and changing because the divine is working behind the scenes, right? We go to plays, we go to movies, and we get the finished product and we're like, oh my God, this was so good. And then when we hear the interviews, we hear how they've been at it for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Some have been at it for 10 years making the movie, writing the script, casting the people, directing it, producing it, right? But we're not in all that. They're not coming out and telling us, hey, by the way, we're casting and producing and directing the movie that we think is going to be great. So just hold on. They start doing it without telling us anything. It's not until it's about to come out that they start telling us. And they just give us little signs. They don't give us they don't give us a ticket to the movie. They give us little signs. They throw out a little, what's that thing called? Like a little subliminal, right? Right? They leak a tape real quick of them, what's it called? Starting to record the movie, right? They start giving little here and there's. They give you a trailer. They give you a preview to the trailer. They don't even drop the full trailer. The preview to the trailer. Those are little signs and synchronicities letting us know, hey, by the way, be aware that this thing is going to happen, right? When a movie comes out, a lot of times there's this thing that leads up to the movie. You don't even have a date yet. You have no date. You have nothing. All you have is little snippets. You got people talking about it, right? You got little trailers here, little previews there. Maybe you got a quick clip real quick. You're hearing about the interviews that are happening. You're seeing the cast everywhere. There's hype around the movie. The movie don't just drop. There's hype around it. It's exciting. But they don't call you and say, hey, yo, boo-bop, by the way, we're creating this movie. And right now, this is the process we're in. We're in the process of getting all the people together. We're in the process of editing. They're not doing all that. So why do you think the divine is going to call you and tell you, hey, by the way, I'm in the process of editing your life? They don't need to do that. But they are giving you little snippets. Right? They're giving you little trailers of what's to come. Every time you see a version of what you want, that's a little trailer, a synchronicity. Every time they give you an angel number, that's them saying, by the way, it's on its way, right? Every time you hear a reading or you hear a message come your way, a prayer come your way, it's a little snippet. Every time you see somebody getting engaged or you see a married couple that's happy, it's a little snippet of what's coming, a little trailer. The divine's like, yeah, get ready. Get ready. Oh, but I've been getting ready for 3 years. Some of these movies take 5 years. Some of these movies take 10 years. You would have no idea because you are just looking at the finished product. A lot of what you're looking at in people's lives is the finished product. It's the outcome. But there's a lot of background noise, a lot of background things going on that you're not aware of. Your relationship with the divine is a beautiful one, but it's built off of trust. It's built off of faith. They're taking you through. God takes you through. Your entire divine team is taking you through. But it is a faith game. It is a trust game. Trust that this comes out better than you expected. Trust that your movie is the best movie. Trust that they're not interested in telling the public what's coming for you. They're not interested in you showboating what's coming for you because they don't want anything messing it up. They're focused. You're over here asking, when is it going to come? They're like, you'll see. It'll come when it comes. It happens when it happens. There's so much going on in the background, boo bop, sugar pie, honey bun. So much happening in the background for you. For you. You're committed to believing otherwise due to what your life has shown you. But if we really take a look at your life, your entire life, I mean, every single day of the life that you have lived, I promise you, you are remembering and thinking more of the bad times than you are the good times. And I promise you that if I were to take all of the good and all of the bad, they would equal out. You experience both, but your focus is on the bad. So since your focus is on the bad, you can't fully trust what's going on in the background. You can't fully trust what's coming in for you. You're in a position of feeling like, oh my God, it's not working. It's working. It's working. They just don't have to call you to tell you it's working. But they keep giving you nice little subliminals, nice little messages, nice little synchronicities to let you know it's working in your favor. It's working. And in the meanwhile, you're working. In the meanwhile, you got to do what you got to do. In the meanwhile, you got to show up in alignment, right? You either believe or you don't believe. You either trust or you don't trust. You either are doing the work or you're not doing the work. But there really is no more in between. You've been living in between for such a long time. I do trust the divine, but it's not working for me. You're in between. You don't trust. You're in between. You trust, you don't trust. You trust sometimes, you don't trust sometimes. Some days when you're in the mood to trust, you trust. What's happening for you? What's taking place for you? The way your relationship works with the divine. They don't have to explain diddly squat-ish to you. Because the explanation, the logical knowing doesn't actually help you. It doesn't do much for you. You knowing raises more questions. You knowing causes you to take control. You knowing pushes you to do things that are not in alignment. You knowing can cause a bigger issue than it can a solution. So they don't need to tell you. But your relationship is built off trust. So you have to trust more. And the way to trust more is to build a greater trust with yourself. Because your divine team talks to you through you. And if you don't trust yourself, then that means you don't trust yourself to have an intuition. And you don't trust yourself to know what you know. You don't trust yourself to receive the signs. And you don't trust yourself to go after the opportunity, to see the opportunity, to know when it's in front of you. And if you don't trust yourself for those things, then 9 times out of 9, okay? 9 out of 9, you are going to miss it. Because trust is the first step. Trust is such an important part of any relationship. And for you to have a good relationship with your divine team, you got to trust them. And in order for you to trust them, you got to trust yourself. And if you don't trust yourself, you're not going to trust anything that's coming your way. You're only ever going to hang on to physical proof. And the problem with physical proof is it's not always going to come. Not the way that you think. Physical proof isn't always going to look the way you think. You could manifest $50,000 that you need to come in tomorrow and you find a quarter on the ground. And you will dismiss that quarter because you need $50,000. You won't even look at the proof for what it is because you don't trust yourself. Which means even if there's something in you that says, that's a big sign. Whoa, that's good. Hold on, pay attention to that. You are so committed, so focused on what isn't going right, so focused on what isn't working in your favor that you can't even see the sign. You trust deeper and more in the problem. You trust more in the issues than you do in the positive things that are all around you. So they don't need to tell you what's going on in the background. Because the truth is, they're just like, just give me your trust. The more you trust me, the easier everything is. I'm telling you right now, you don't see what's going on And that's probably for your highest good.